Let me show you how I did the lighting for this dollhouse. First, I started out with some simple foam board from Dollar Tree. You want to measure that, mark where you're going to put your lights. Then you're going to get some grommets. I printed my own, but you can buy them from the store. Next, you're going to find the appropriate drill bit for your drill because you're going to be drilling these holes. And I'm using my handy dandy drill here to do mine. So this is a very delicate process. You're going to do this very slowly because you don't want to poke through both sides if you're using foam board. Okay, so after you get almost to the top layer, you're going to cut it the rest of the way. You don't want to poke all the way through with the drill because it's going to tear it up. It's just paper on one side. So after you do that, your grommet or whatever you're using for your like pop light situation, it should fit just like that. Okay, so you're going to keep going until you have done your whole complete board and it looks something like this. Next, you are going to wire your lights. Okay, so I'm using a battery pack, a switch, and some lights that I got from Evan Lighting. I think that's the name of it, Evan Designs. So basically, you're going to take your light, put it in the hole, put it where you want it to be, tape it down. Okay, then you're going to tape down the little tail of it just a little bit. We're going to do more later, but for now just do that, and you're going to do this over and over again until you have all of your lights taped down. So after everything is on, you're going to clean everything up by taping everything in the direction that you want to wire it in. Mine are going to be on each side. Like, this is going to make more sense later, but this is how I've decided to wire my lights. So that's how I tape them down. So next, you're going to use like some scrap pieces of foam board. You can do this in a bunch of different ways. This is a very simple, easy way that everybody can do. I used some hot glue, glued them together. This is what we're going to be using to actually install the piece onto the ceiling. So this is an important part. So next I'm going to drill some holes on the side because, like I said, my lights are going to be on the side. So I drilled a hole through my dollhouse on each side, and now I'm going to be putting the ceiling in. So you see my wires there. I have to take those, stick those through the hole. It was very difficult, but I finally got it up. Very glad that that's done. And next you need to glue your glue your piece to the ceiling. So you're going to use some glue. You can use hot glue, but you're going to have to be super fast if you use hot glue. You can use any other kind of glue, whatever. And but once you get it up there, just make sure the hot glue is instant. Like, once you push it up there, it's done. So then you're going to wire your lights, separate the red and the green, and then connect the black with the green and the red to the red, and then you're going to end up with something like this. Okay, here's my lighting assembly, and since it's going to be on the outside of my building, I decided to make these little covers. It's supposed to look like some kind of little heating thing or something I saw online, but it'll cover those lights up, and that's, at the end of the day, I just didn't want the wires all hanging out, obviously, right? So this is what it's going to look like after everything is done, and I'm very happy with how this turned out. This should be a pretty simple and easy way for you to wire your dollhouse. You don't have to use foam board. You can use whatever you'd like, but if you want to use foam board, this is how you do it. All right, see ya.